My 31 male story. It's a long one. Part 1. I think I'm writing this because the person I needed to write this to, her family, my family and her friends never want to hear from me again. My friends are non-existent and the only friends that I have made in the last year are all connected to a fair partner and I never want to go back there. I think I'm looking for perspective and advice on what I can do going forward and if anybody has any encouragement or even reality checks for me. I'll try to keep it brief but surely there will be points I'm skipping over. Hope none of this sounds familiar but if it does let me know what worked/didn't work how you are now. The affair started last June. I had always had problems with my ego and they were heightened because I was off medication I had been prescribed for basically all of my adult life. I made some friends at my first job of my new career, that my betrayed partner, 31 female, helped me get and supported me in getting. Things were going okay but betrayed partner and I were having fights and I was starting to tell her I was considering it okay to sleep with other women. I had fantasized about trios and other women sometimes, and I had never done the dirty before I met her so couple that in with my weak character and ego issues it was a disaster waiting to happen. At the time I argued with her and told her that she doesn't care about my feelings and to stop brushing me off when I talked about those things. It got heated a lot of the time and I'm not proud of the way I acted. It was really bad, I had gaslit her, verbally messed her and acted like she was the problem. Anyways, in May of last year I switched jobs and one of the friends from the old job reached out to connect because she was sad I was going. We always found it easy to talk to each other and were always the talkative ones in our group. I agreed and was thrilled to have a friend actually want to hang out with me outside of work. We met up, I was honest with my betrayed partner and told her I was having drinks and was excited that somebody wanted to hang out with me. The affair partner, 29 female, knew that I spoke about my betrayed partner lots and loved her. I told her all about how I wanted to propose and showed her the ring and told her often about how excited I was. She would pry and ask questions and I would talk about anything. She was one of these open book types who acted shy but never shut up and I have always liked people I could just listen to for hours without needing to say anything. Our conversations got more and more personal and eventually I made my first mistake of telling AP about our, BP and I, fights about me considering poly and trios. There's nothing wrong with that, she said. She morally did not object to those kinds of things and didn't think I would be a bad person if I chose that path. Eventually my BP would see past these issues if she loved me and really wanted me to be who I was. I fell for it, told her that if anything were to happen there would be some rules. My girlfriend couldn't know about it. We could still be friends if my GF found out or I told her and she was adamantly against it. Our friendship was what was really important so I would like to remain friends. She agreed and looking back that's when my entire mind shifted from a mildly bad person, to the darkness I couldn't come back from. There's a lot to cover here and I've already wasted enough of your time so I'll just skim over some more details but first. A couple of days later, BP and I took a trip where I planned a special proposal. I had wanted to propose this way since I was a kid and I'll spare the details for identity's sake but anybody close to the situation will already know what this is about. It was a wonderful trip. Proposal went smooth, we had so many experiences together, and it all ended with us getting COVID, not part of the fun, but still. When we got back AP and I had started intensive messaging. She was a good distraction while we were sick. I was less symptomatic and BP was in bed a lot. So between taking care of BP and resting up myself I had a lot of free time to text. This would last for almost 9 months without slowing down. I met up with AP after recovering somewhat and we went to a bar, there was a lot that happened with her and eventually we kissed. Skipping over a lot here, but a month later a kiss turned into dirty, and dirty turned into regular visits between her place and mine. BP traveled for work and sometimes AP really wanted to stay over at our, BP and mine's, home. I absolutely disrespected our sanctuary and not only cheated but completely disrespected anything we built.